In this video, I'm going to be going over on why you possibly were trying e-commerce, dropshipping, or a few other things and haven't been successful, or a few things that could have been restricting you. When it comes down to this space, aside from just knowing the knowledge or the proper information, it's not only about the knowledge. Yes, knowledge is key, but what's actually powerful is implementing that knowledge. So not only do you have to have the knowledge, but you also have the time and dedication to put aside for this. If you have a full-time job and you're doing dropshipping part-time, guess what? You're gonna get part-time results. If you're doing dropshipping full-time and e-commerce full-time, you're gonna get full-time results. That's the difference when it comes to this space. Aside from just listing items, fulfilling orders, and doing just what you think e-commerce is, there's a lot more that goes down to it. There's research, there's updates, there's just what's going on in the world in general, holidays. There's a lot of personal things from day to day that goes towards different platforms, whether it's Facebook, Walmart, eBay, Shopify, and any type of e-commerce, and these are all factors that need to be taken into account. A lot of people don't really know this. Also, if you're doing this as a side hustle while you're in college or doing something else really hard, but if you're still going with it, I really admire you. For the most part, with this, you have to have consistent work, and you can't stop. When it comes down to it, you have to always be up to date with everything that goes on, whether it's what's going on the news, in the world, what's going on with certain companies, what's going on in, let's say, just seasonal, right? Going back to school, kids need notebooks, clothes, shoes, supplies for school, book bags, phone cases. A lot of them are getting new phones for school because they want to look nicer, cooler, you know? All this plays in a factor when it comes towards dropshipping. A lot of people don't take this into account. They just try to go based off what's trending that week. It's more on what's going on in the world that day or that month. So it's a lot of more broader search and research that a lot of people don't actually take the time to dedicate towards this. And you have to make sure you allocate the proper focus when it comes towards this type of business. It's not just as simple as filling orders, making a store, and listing up items. If it was, anybody and everybody would be making money. That's why only the truly best people that are making the big bucks, making 6-7 figures a month in sales on any e-commerce platform, they are the ones that are doing and implementing this, and they have the sufficient amount of team and research when it comes towards these type of stores. Also, I understand if a lot of you may not have time. You're going into e-commerce or dropshipping because you want an escape from the 9 to 5. You want to escape from college, high school, whatever it may be. For the most part, you're coming into e-commerce not having e-commerce experience. You've started with a regular job, working in restaurants, or you have a full-time, or you have kids, family, relationships. For the most part, it is really hard, especially if you're doing it part-time or only on your free time for a few hours a day, only on the weekends. But what matters mostly is the dedication, putting the time, the research, and just making sure you put in this effort. Let's say if it's your first time, it will possibly take 3-6 months just to see your first sale or see real results. But with obviously the right information and knowledge and the right time allocation, it could take as quick as a minute to make a sale. So it all depends on you and your scalability and what you could put into this. So what I'm gonna tell you right now is going against the grain. Most people will tell you, don't be lazy when it comes to e-commerce, put in the work. Of course you have to put in the work, but in certain parts you do have to be lazy in the sense of doing less to gain more results. By this, I'm saying get a program to help you with product research. You do less product research, guess what? With this program or software, they help with product research or development, so you have the good products to list. All you have to do is just plug in the item. Just like this, it helps you allocate those times that you have. Those 18 hours that you would have put towards e-commerce now is about 36 hours worth of work, but in a shorter span. So you do these type of tactics like that, Facebook groups, reaching out to other people, potentially either having friends that you hire or put on, or you guys are partners, or going with other services. These are way beneficial things that help people, whether it's just softwares, marketing, running ads on your accounts. All of this plays in a factor with the results you gain as well. If the issue you have is time and you have time restraints, this is your solution. You focus on this, you gain a lot of revenue, you start making $1,000 a month. Now you have the time and freedom for everything else. It's just dedicating the upstart time to actually grow the business. That's all that matters. Let's say it takes 6 months for you to grow the business to make $5,000 a month residually. Guess what? Now you have those $5,000 a month coming in, and you have the items. You already have everything listed, bringing you revenue. You just simply have to just keep updating it. But for the most part, you have the time from day to day to go spend time with family, friends, continue with college, with your career, or any other type of business path or anything else you decide to do. This will give you that liberty. When it comes down to it, e-commerce, selling online, it is a great benefit for a lot of entrepreneurs or business people in general. Two different sides, but benefits both sides. One of the biggest things that affect us well is your mindset. For the most part, a lot of people quitting or that believe is not for them have a more consumer-based mindset. I'm not saying totally, but when it comes down to it, they are not willing to put in the time or effort. A lot of these bigger entrepreneurs or businessmen that are out there in the world, they've put in years and years. I'm talking about 20, 30, 40 years to build an empire or to build one business. And when it comes down to e-commerce, the time frame is a lot shorter, and a lot of people have been giving up. Why would you give up when the space is there in the everything, all the information is there for you? Switch the mindset to become a more entrepreneurial business that reinvest and put all your money into yourself and your investments. Guess what? Invest in yourself. Don't invest in your time. Invest in yourself. You will get more time when you invest in yourself. You'll gain a bigger business when you invest in yourself. Invest in your happiness. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. What I did when I first started off, I only was able to make a few $100s a month when it came to e-commerce space. I had a couple friends and people helping me out. Once I started building that network and growing and allocating the time or pushing it to other people's responsibilities and giving them, let's say, just a small pay or whatever, I started seeing results. I started seeing 5 figures in sales every month, and then from there started scaling. So I started seeing 10,000, a few thousand every single month when it came towards drop shipping. Once I realized it's instead of my 18 hours, it's a combined total of my 18, their 18, their 18, their 18, and now it's, instead of us just adding hours, it's multiplied. Why? Because mine goes with other people that were there as well, and it goes towards the e-commerce space. It's all of our knowledge put together when it came towards sales. And this is honestly a great benefit because we didn't have the time. We had part-times, we had jobs. I was a real estate agent at the time and in college as well. So it was really hard. And then once I realized that it could be easier once I try to automate it and have other people take care of it for me, that's when I realized this could be really good because for the most part, I'm limited. I'm human. I only have so many hours in the day, and so do you. So at the end of the day, you could do all the work you want, scale it to as far as you can, but you're limited as well. So even though you are probably thinking of quitting or you're thinking e-commerce is not here to stay, well, try it out for 6 months. Don't give up. 6 months straight and tell me you haven't seen results. Make sure you actually put in the work, the effort, and when it comes down to it, there are people that succeed and there are people that don't. For the most part, it depends on you. Everybody has the knowledge or everybody has the resources to gain the knowledge. It just goes about execution, as knowing where to get the videos. We personally actually have videos on how to do, let's say, Facebook drop shipping, or how to do Walmart, or how to source products and stuff. And if you want, you could get those videos on our channel or in the link below in the bio. For the most part, everybody has the resources. You guys have it right now. It's down below. It's just if you're gonna actually execute. Go full force. Don't do this part-time. Do it full-time. I believe in you guys. And if you guys have any questions on how to do this or scale it even further, comment below. I will be personally answering all those comments down below and giving you guys any tips or tricks you guys would like. If you want any more videos on stuff like this also, please let us know. We care more about the comments and you guys communicating with us than we do likes and subscribes. We want to communicate with you guys. At the end of the day, we're trying to help one another. So let me help you. See ya.